Hi. But my guest will get that because tonight you're going to meet Captain Byeee, and we're gonna learn all about that. But thank you everyone for coming to the Uncle V live stream tonight. I have a very special guest, and he is a captain, but we're gonna unpack everything about Captain Byeee. Actually, it's spelled Byeee. And now I understand. We had a little pregame. I understand what it is. But Captain, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Glad to be here. Yeah, I mean, it. I don't know. Would it be rude of me to say, I mean, can you take that hat off? I'm kidding.
That's my Patriots hat.
Yeah, I know it's your Patriots hat.
It's cold up here.
Oh yeah. Well, down here in Tampa, it's pretty warm. Went for a nice cigar walk today, and I didn't have to wear a hat. But no, we Captain Byeee and I were pontificating on how awesome it would be if it was the Bucks against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That would be that would be something. So good captain, who I just want to give a shout out to your daughter, Becky Boo. She is, I interviewed her last week, and she was just a pleasure, and I'm sure you would say a treasure, and a lot of wisdom that young lady has. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say. She's on a journey, so she left out a lot of things that she's been really doing the last year or so, and I could fill in a little if you wanted.
We could what if you want?
I could fill in a little bit what she's been doing over the last year.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Let's first, we want to meet you. Why don't you give us a little bit of backstory? I think you've been in crypto a minute or two, right?
I've been in crypto pretty much almost since the beginning. I got involved. There's this group in New Hampshire called the Free State Project, and Jeff Berwick was pushing it for a lot of years too. And I thought it was a great opportunity. But back then, when you had to buy Bitcoin, you had to get on the internet, find the person, drive to the person, scan your card, scan your phones, hand them the money. So I did tons of driving around back in the old days. I put aside a certain amount of money, and I said, that's what I'm going to invest in Bitcoin, and it didn't really turn out that good.
And it didn't turn out that good?
It didn't turn out that good. I had all my coins in the old blockchain wallet.
Okay.
It seems that there was some kind of a back door or something in that wallet. And I woke up one morning at like 5 a.m. and to a text message, and it says, "You sent 1,000 Bitcoins to somebody." And that was the end of my Bitcoins. They were all gone.
My goodness. Oh gosh, that hurts. I tell you what, man, I did a cigar walk today, and I talked about scammers are going to scam. And it's like when things go south, there's no one to call, right? You are your own bank. And everybody just has to be so careful. But that back door, I mean, did you ever reverse engineer it to figure out how they got in, or was that just a time when there was a back door to the Bitcoin blockchain and a lot of other people were harmed?
Well, I have an international attorney working on the case.
Okay.
And he's been reverse engineering this thing for several years now.
Okay.
But he does tell me that there is problems with that wallet, and they have never been fixed. He
Oh my goodness.
still says to this day that they're not fixed.
Wow. I mean, that's news. That is big time news. Um, Man, that is just heartbreaking. Even I can do that math. Those 1,000 coins today, that's a lot of value, you know?
That's a ton of money, but I was probably into the deal for less than $3,000. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And there could have been a time to where Bitcoin mooned to where your $3,000 was, 25 grand, and you thought that you were, King Kong, I'm rich, or I did it. And I doubt there are a lot of people who, are still holding their original Bitcoin. I don't know, maybe I'd be surprised, but well, so then did you ever go reacquire it or get back into it, or did you just go with altcoins, and what was the rest of your crypto journey like?
the craziest part of this whole thing is I took my friend out to dinner one night, and I gave him 10 Bitcoins for dinner. And his Bitcoins got stolen at the exact same time and the exact same day that mine did.
Wow.
And when they stole my coins, they were generous enough to send me back 4.
Well, that was generous of them.
Yeah. But
Ford.
I was a little down on crypto for,
Yeah.
for a few years there. I'm like, I'm not sure this is for me.
Yeah.
And then, Ethereum started coming around, and Litecoin, and although, there wasn't really a lot of coins back then. So, I jumped into those.
Okay.
And, but I do wish I had those 1,000 Bitcoins, but what are you going to
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Have to be so careful. But, well, so then how did you discover Epic Cash?
I think that I discovered it through you, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that you were having an argument with Jeff Berwick, and then you started putting on the shitcoin trials, and
Yep.
I started following that. And the more I looked at Epic Cash, the more I'm really in love with it. I'm like, this is like a deja vu. I
Right.
just hope that this Vite wallet is something good where, people aren't going to get scammed, uh, any backdoors or whatever. Um, or the new wallet that Epic comes up with. I hope that it's really a really powerful wallet,
Oh, it's going to be amazing. It is absolutely going to be amazing. And it will be definitely kid tested, Todd Lewis approved, and you don't get his approval. But the fact that the wallet that's that the Epic wallet is created by the same gentleman who created the Monero wallet, and he knows a thing or two about doing them right. And I just can't wait. I think that's going to be an entire game changer. And regarding Vite, look, I'm not a techie, but the alternative, that they do have alternatives, the GUI wallet. And it's just one of those things that personally, technically, from my standpoint, I'm just not real comfortable going in and changing ports. And it's just that kind of scares me. That's the kind of stuff that I think, like, what if I screw this up? So I've just been patiently waiting for the new wallet, and I actually love the Vite wallet. I mean, I think it is just, once you go through it and once you kind of figure it out, it's a little clunky at first, but once you go through it, it really becomes super easy and fun.
Yeah. Oh,
I love it. And it's not like the other exchanges are pleasurable experiences, you know. Kraken can be confusing as heck. Gemini's I found confusing as heck. Coinbase, you know, I don't want to go within a country mile of Coinbase these days. It's just, you know, once you get educated, I don't know. Once you go Epic Cash, you never go back. I don't know what it is. It's just like I don't want to have any surveillance coins, you know.
right. Right.
And the design of Epic Cash is just a beautiful design. But it's an acquired taste. And I say acquired because it's really hard to just kind of get it right away to the point to where you're like passionate about it like you and I are, because that only comes through education and really unpacking so many things. It's like I've learned so much from this journey, you know, so much. It's just like crypto years has dog years beaten big time. I mean, I imagine if you've been in it as long as you have, boy, it probably seems like 50 lifetimes, you know, in crypto years.
Oh, I've been through those cycles many, many times.
Right. Well, it looks like we're in a nice little cycle with Epic Cash right now. What do you think, Captain?
Well, I was in there last night doing some damage in there.
Nice. I love it.
I thought you were like crazy or something when you said you were all in on Epic.
Yep.
But I've been thinking about it, and I was in probably 100 coins.
Wow, it's a lot of coins. Yeah.
I've been in for into some of them for a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it, and I'm at least 30% in on Epic right now.
Nice. Yeah.
So that 100% is, I'm thinking about that, but I'm not really sure.
Well, this is not investment advice on this channel for sure.
Yeah.
People think I'm absolutely crazy. I mean, literally going from my life savings of my 401k and IRAs, totally liquidated those and went all in on crypto, all in. And that was across about 25 coins. And then we had that nice run from January to May to where it was like you could do no wrong, right? And then you get a little cocky thinking that, I'm pretty good at this thing. And then you have the market corrections, pullbacks, manipulations, whatever you call them, rug pulls. And then, man, did my Blockfolio app change? It just, it was horrible. And everybody experienced that. And, but I was, not stubborn, but Max kept asking me, what coins are you holding and why? And, finally he just said, look, I want to go through an exercise with you. And he invested a lot of time with just taking me through and showing me the charts and analyzing it the way his supercomputer of a brain analyzes it. And then he shows me these charts saying, I mean, they almost all look the same after a while, where it's just, goes up and then they down. They never recover.
Right.
And so that was when I was, I still remember it because I was like, my basis for Pirate was 375. And that was a good, that ended up being about, I mean, like almost half of my portfolio. And then, it just kept going down. And when it dipped under $2, it was like, kept going, and Max was just like, okay, you just need to think about how much financial energy needs to go into Pirate Chain, because we were focused on that, for you to get back to your basis, or for you to 2x off your basis, right? At 375. And if you take a look at that, and even though it's painful and you're selling at $2 and it just feels like a gut punch, it's a new day. And that was back when Epic was like at, less than a quarter. And so, he's like, how much money would have to go into our into Epic to 2x just our market cap? It was like $3.5 million or $3.75 million back then. And, you can't deny that. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Max, I talked to him so much. He's proven himself to me. What the hell do I know? I know nothing in this space. So I'm just going to bite the bullet. And I did. And man, oh man, I said it on my walk today. I think people are going to be bragging about getting Epic Cash at, under 50 cents. I think people are going to be bragging about getting Epic Cash under $1. And I think people are going to be bragging about getting Epic Cash under $5. Since you were in there chomping last night, you can see there's not a lot of cheap Epic out there. It doesn't. You could come in with a full Bitcoin and almost gobble it all up. It'd be over $5, I think. And to me, that's exciting. I'm on record for saying that I believe that it's going to be at least $10 by end of year. And I 100% believe we're going to get there. 100%. I'm excited, man. And
my thoughts are probably $10 to $12. That's where, my sights are on that.
Yeah. And so then you have to look at the other projects or coins that we're in and just say, all right, if we get to $10 to $12 from here, that's like 5x, right? So what would Monero at 500 million, what would they need to do to 5x? Are you really going to get there? I
don't think so, because I sold all mine.
Nice, Captain. That's great. That is
all into Epic.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. But it just, and then what happens is you start paying attention, right? And you start watching the Epic Cash live on Friday, and you start, watching people like Mike Momola come on the show, and Yoga and your daughter and you, and when people start recognizing that there's a lot of experience who have woken up and see Epic Cash for what it is. And I think what it is our financial future. And I just love Captain Byeee, his articles, because it's he has a really, really wonderful way of being able to distill it all down to a level that makes it accessible. So there's just so many wonderful people in the community, and I don't know. So thank you for chomping last night.
I only did a half of it last night. I'm going to go back in tonight.
All right. Nice. Captain, this show is dedicated, this week is dedicated to Captain Byeee. So tell us the story about Byeee.
Yeah, my mother had cancer, and for the last couple of years, I would go in, I'd stay with her, and I'd take care of her. My sister would too, because my sister. But I wanted to make sure I was there for the last couple of years, Yeah. And if I ever went there and I left the house, she would always say, "Bah."
That's great.
So it's a good memory. I named my boat after that, my mother, and my name, Captain Byeee.
Oh, that's awesome.
In memory of my mother.
Oh, well, that's nice. Tell me about your boat.
I got a 40-foot Silverton yacht.
Wow.
Uh,
Nice.
yeah, it's a nice boat. We enjoy it. We're on the Charles River.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
of that dirty water.
Wow, that's great. That's great. There was a point in time in my life where I had it was a cruiser's yacht down in
Oh
Braden.
yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, and I would go there with my daughter Alex. Um, every weekend we would go there, and is a big yacht, and
yep.
I would never take just Alex out on it because that would be irresponsible of me as a dad. But my wife and other daughters, they just, I especially had one daughter that she just hated the water, and they were young to where she would cry, and it just, so it ended up getting to a point to where it was just Alex and my fort, and we would go there every weekend and spend the weekend there together, and it was awesome. And those literally are some of my most fond memories of just
Right.
hanging out on that boat with my daughter. Drop just everything about it, catching fish, and we used to put the crab cage down, and we'd
Yeah.
catch blowfish, and she just loved the blowfish, and it's just so fun. So I I really uh, get why you would have a boat, and Epic Cash gets to $100. I think I'm going to go shopping again.
I'll be down there in Tampa with you with it. And I love the new cruiser yacht. It's beautiful. Have
Oh,
you
I
seen the new
I,
one?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't been. It was kind of one of my most. It's kind of painful for me because I had this season to where I just had a wonderful career, and was part of lots of companies that exited, and so went from I became a multimillionaire, and then I ended up launching a business that was premium photo gifts and art, and I ended up getting on QVC 3 times. I got 3 Today Special Values back in 2008, 7, and 8. And, there are only 365 of those a year. And to do that, you have to buy all of your inventory. So whatever they sell, if you ever want to be invited back as a Today Special Value, you have to have the inventory. You have to fulfill. Otherwise, they'll never deal with you again. So because I got 3 that year, I ended up literally to cover all of the inventory because it was so much, and the manufacturing and everything. I just put my everything up against it. Right. I mean, I leveraged everything. And then 2008 hit. And in 2008, everybody stopped buying premium. And that was the year that I had the 3 Today Special Values. So I ended up going from like multimillionaire to bankrupt in like a span of 4 months. And it was like, my every measure of a man was, just rug pulled. And so I call this last decade kind of my lost decade, at least financially. Have I have always gotten by just fine. I mean, have a great job, but I had to get rid of my cruiser's yacht, so that's why it's just kind of painful.
That's painful. How big was it?
It was a 38-foot, 38.
Oh, nice, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Just it was just right. It was just right, man. And I really love being on the water. I mean, I love that wind in my face. And
Awesome.
when I have 4 daughters, and I ended up getting a nice motorcycle, and I almost died on it. But what I loved about it was the wind in my face. And so, duh, hey, you won't have other people, or at least the risk is lower of someone running you over, right?
Yeah.
But you still get the same wind in your face. So that started the boat thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But the boats are awesome. Rebecca spent the last 2 years of lockdown doing her school on the boat.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was like awesome for her. And
Oh,
that
that's perfect.
was like our cave too. Me and her hung out there like all the time,
Wow.
so we spend a lot of time together. But
Yeah,
my wife, my other daughter, they're starting to like it a lot more too.
that's great.
We bought a little 19-foot Sea Ray to go along with it.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's fun, man. I,
Yeah.
I I can't wait to get up there next summer.
There you go. Come on up.
We'll do. We'll do.
Yeah.
So you were going to share a little bit more about what Becky's been doing this last year.
Yeah, Rebecca, instead of her getting a full-time job last summer, I said, here's a stack of books. Why don't you, every book you read, I'll pay you between 200 and 400 bucks because some of them are pretty big.
Wow.
And she read all these books about options and trading and
Wow.
crypto. And then she started taking classes. It was called, I forget what it was called. It was all about the blockchain.
Okay.
And so she got certified in a lot of areas in the blockchain through all these courses.
Wow. Wow.
So, and I paid her to do that too. So
yeah.
that was her summer job.
What a great investment by you.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. So is she diversified or is she all in Epic Cash now?
She's all in Epic, but a little bit in something else.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's great. I mean, I really think that once people get into Epic and they start to understand it, I just think that giant sucking sound that you hear is just the transfer of value from other positions. Just because, and I love. Do you tune into Epic Cash Fridays, my live stream with Max and Enrique and Yoga?
I don't think I've missed the show yet.
Okay. Well, isn't it awesome what Enrique does? Well, El McMurphy, what he does with that chart. And it's so eye-opening to be able to see. I mean, I think he did a snapshot this morning and, we're up like 7,500%. Is that right? It's here.
Well, could be. No. Well, back then it was what, 30 cents?
Yeah, it was let me see. It was 32 cents on September 3rd. And then it's gone up today. It's like 750%. Thanks to you, Captain.
Well,
but it's just amazing to me that the top 15 average as of last Friday was actually down 5.5%.
awesome.
If you're one of these that just thinks that that it's good to diversify your portfolio in the blue chip cryptos, that's not a very pretty picture,
Right.
And then when you take a look at each one of these and you determine what the market cap is of each, I mean, goodness, how much money has to go into these to be able to just 2x your money? It's not going to happen. I mean,
I hear you.
And then these people that are talking about Bitcoin going hyperbolic, and being, I think Willie Woo was saying that it's going to be, his target was $250,000 by the end of the year. They have a lot of hockey stick to go. And if that happens in the month of December, I don't know. I'll eat something.
Yeah, maybe 100, but 250, I doubt that.
Yeah, yeah. But you think it could get to 100 pretty easily just with the
I think
cycle?
because it's the top coin on the chart, and everybody knows Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is Bitcoin. So
Yeah, that's right.
you
I
know,
just
what
I
sold me on Epic though
what's that?
is the community.
Oh,
Uh, I follow the community. Me and that community have so many things in common. It's not even funny.
right, right. Yeah, no, it is it's an amazing community. And boy, it's well, I'm not gonna reference my cigar walk today, but we're gonna keep it an amazing community.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you remember Ron Paul
oh
back
yeah,
in the day?
yeah,
Well, I feel like I'm back in the Ron Paul revolution again.
yeah. Right, right. No, it feels great. I mean, just all of the right principles, we're in the right place.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I'll just tell you from my personal experience, one of the best feelings that I have is not being diversified, because I don't have to keep there are always 25 reasons why I could wake up in a bad mood, based upon the charts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
and
Checking
and
your phone 50 times a day.
yeah, and you might be up here, but then this one's gone down, and you're just like, you know, uh, and it just, by going narrow and deep, it's like I can just learn. And well, and personally, it's like my channel used to be dedicated to newbies because I was a newbie. And then after that max shitcoin trial for Epic Cash, it was like that one interview changed my life. I mean, it literally changed my life, because I started paying attention, and I started like, this, this is like, this is serious stuff here. And this is worth learning. And Max was just so gracious with his time. He kept coming back. And so just over time, naturally, it's pivoted to where I'm an Epic Cash channel. I mean, it's like, that is what I choose to do, is evangelize Epic Cash, because I think it's going to change the world,
Yeah.
and
That you have to build up trust,
yeah,
and I think that Max, the more I listen to him, the
yeah,
more I trust the guy. It's
right.
very hard for some people to trust anyone.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
probably I probably have a handful of friends in my whole life because I don't trust anyone anymore.
yeah, right, right.
You know what I
No, I,
mean?
I think that's healthy, actually, because
Yeah.
there are a lot of untrustworthy people, and sometimes even when you know them, it comes. So I'm with you. I've always had the five finger.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, gosh, I don't even know if I can fill up my five fingers with what I
I
would
don't
consider
think I can either.
true best friends.
Yeah. I think I got
My,
about three. That was it.
what's that?
I think I had about three, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
And
that's right.
one of them passed away a couple of years ago. It
Okay.
was he had a bipolar incident, and
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
I,
got in in
me,
in the in the chat. If you guys ever see Mr. P, or
yeah,
that's my best friend in life. And I'm not counting my wife.
yeah,
That goes without saying. But Mike and I have been together for 25 years as colleagues, and we've created some amazing businesses together. He's CEO of two of our companies, and is just, I mean, we're like a couple of girls. I mean, I'll talk. We'll talk like four or five times a day. And
really,
Yeah, and a lot of it's about business and stuff, but a lot of it isn't. Most of it's about Epic Cash these days.
I hear football.
Yeah, football, or his son picked a fight with the wrong people this weekend and got his nose broken in a bar fight. It's just, oh, these kids. But
Well, me and you learned the hard way.
yeah, exactly. But so do you have did I hear it? You have two daughters?
Yeah, I have a Rebecca and another older daughter, Sarah. She just got engaged. She's getting married.
Oh, wonderful.
She's a smart kid too, but
Yeah.
she's not as into crypto as me and Rebecca.
Yeah. Well,
But in Epic,
we've all seen the talent of your daughter of being able to do these splits in the air. And I'm sure you taught her that.
My wife and the other daughter can do them too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not, I can't even move my leg that high.
No, it's just crazy. So she was in cheerleading and right? She shared.
Yeah, she danced for years and years and
okay.
And then cheerleading and
Yeah.
Those are the things you do to keep the kids out of trouble and keep them on the straight and narrow,
Yeah. Well, man, tonight just brought back such great memories of the boat and Alex. Now, I mean, that's my Alex, right? And now she's in crypto and doing her coins and is just having a ball, just loving it and loving the community. I mean, that's the other thing is it's just like you can be all ages and be in the Epic Cash community. And I guarantee you're going to find somebody that you have a lot in common with. And the other nice thing is that you can go create your own group, an Epic whatever group, Epic artists or Epic whatever your areas of interest are. And like Becky said, you have no boss, right?
Yeah.
You're your own. You don't have to ask for permission. And that was very insightful of her. I really suggest those of you watching, if you haven't watched the interview with Becky Boo, please do. It's down below. Also, while we're talking about it, smash that like button and hit the notification bell because as much as I try to be able to let people know when I'm going to go live, I'm not perfect at that. So if you hit the notification bell, well, guess what? You'll get notified. And why don't you invite some people to come learn about Epic Cash with you and with me, because we're all learning. We're all learning. Did you watch the interview with Todd Lewis?
I did watch that one. Yep.
Gosh, I love that guy.
Yeah, I thought he was a very interesting guy. Yeah, I enjoyed.
Yeah, he's just it's amazing. You have these people who are so smart that it just seems to me kind of a rare collection of talent, just being so smart and pragmatic, and yet just have such a wonderful, witty personality and just a real. He's a treasure, So and that's why I'm dedicated to having as many community members on as I can between now and the end of the year. Let's all get to know each other. This is not work for me. Believe me, I enjoy every minute of it.
Oh, you look like you're having fun.
Yeah. I am 99% of the time,
Yeah.
But the 1% we addressed today.
Yeah.
So, but what else? Now your wife, is she getting into crypto now? She come on the show. Maybe,
Oh, he's right here.
Oh, come on in, mama.
I'm joining Tom. I have the winter coat on. It's cold.
Is it cold?
It is. And I was just taking the trash out. But what's funny is, at the beginning of your interview, you said, why don't you take the hat off? But Tom, we joke around. Tom likes to look homeless. So the guys that flash money and gold chains, usually those aren't the ones with wealth. So beware of the guys homeless.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love it. You know, I'm just getting this Belichick feel, you know, vibe, right?
That's true. Yeah. But I'm sorry, getting into crypto.
I kind of look like him.
Yeah. You know, show me your fingers. I want to see how many Super Bowl rings you have on there.
Oh no, can't about the bling.
I left them upstairs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I learned something today that I was wondering if people who are on the practice squad of these professional teams, if they got Super Bowl rings too, and they do, but not. They're like the cheap ones. So I guess they have a budget for like $5,000 per ring for the people who are on the practice squad. So it's still cool. They get a Super Bowl ring, but it's not the Super Bowl ring for Tampa. This last one, my next door neighbor is the head of recruiting for the Bucks. And
really?
Yeah, so he actually, not him, his wife brought over the ring and showed it to me. Oh my goodness gracious. It is so crazy. It's like you twist it off the top and it reveals a football field. And it has like 2 huge diamonds in it that are for the 2 Super Bowl. There's like 300 plus diamonds on the thing. It's just amazing. It's just
that's yeah. Wow. Well, maybe you can pick one up on Pawn Stars.
You never know. You never know. Well, here's what I'm thinking. You know, we get enough people in Epic Cash, and you know, we do a flippening one day with Bitcoin, and maybe let's go in on it. I'll buy the Bucks, and you buy the Patriots, and then we can have a friendly competition every year, huh?
Then we'll go out on our cruisers yachts.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So Mama Byeee, are you getting into crypto now?
I am, but again, I'm the total novice here, so I don't have the intelligence that Rebecca, Tom, or yourself have. Rebecca, right after your show, she had to sit me down and explain to me why I was keeping coins. I think you mentioned that when you talked to Max. Why are you keeping these coins, and circulating supply and market cap? Like, do you see what they have to get to for them to raise? Finally, we took Epic Cash. It was at 28 million just a few days ago. The
13.
The total supply, and then today I'm looking and it's at 36 million, and I'm taking 13.3. The supply that's available. Timings today's rate, which is up nicely right now. I think it was at 289 the last I just checked.
Yeah, and let me check right now.
Yeah, exciting because I finally comprehended what the circulating supply times like. Originally, I was just buying it, having no clue that I'd have to wait for another trillion to be sold for my Bitcoin to double.
See, right there, you just nailed it. $1 trillion needs to go into Bitcoin for it to double. Well, actually, Enrique would say that's probably not the case, because as you eat into it, it would probably be less than that. But Epic Cash right now is it's 272. It looks like it got up. It got up to.
Today.
It got. I'm not in that one. Let me see.
Well, don't listen to me. Embellish stories. So
273. 273. It got up to.
Wow,
that's amazing.
She makes up things.
I embellish stories to make them sound more exciting. So please.
Well, good. Maybe you should get a dog named Lucy and go for some walks and film yourself.
Yes.
Been into crypto for about 3 months.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, somebody Hi, this is the problem in the.
Oh,
Yeah.
now is that a poodle or some kind of doodle?
A
It's
Bichon.
a Bichon.
Oh, that's a Bichon. Oh,
Yeah.
very cute. Very cute.
Yeah, we bought him when we were down in Orlando.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, yeah. It was a breeder there.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So you guys make your way down to Florida in the cold winters every so
Sarah's-
often?
West Coast.
You know, I was supposed to come down for the whole winter this year, but my foreman left.
Oh,
I'm stuck without a lot of help here.
oh, I got you. I got you. So what do you do? What's your day job, if you don't mind sharing?
A high-end landscape construction.
Okay. Okay.
We do a lot of, for a lot of, like we work on like 30, 40, $50 million projects.
Wow.
That's not all my money, but that's how big the project. And
Man.
I used to invest in real estate. I got tired of that because, I got sick of fixing toilets and
Right.
all that. So I sold all that stuff a long time ago. Well, probably in the 2000s.
Okay.
But we plow snow in the winter. That's why I'm not down in Florida. So
Oh gosh. Well,
yeah,
next year, okay. Well, next year, yeah, we're gonna start having lots of events, epic events. We're planning quarterly this next year in Miami, to where like there are Bitcoin conferences and such. We're gonna have epic cash conferences. The first one is going to be coming up this weekend, Monday, and
wow.
and
Ready?
and and it's gonna be a really small conference. It's going to include about a half a dozen, who it's geographically feasible to be down there. So we're going to call it our O1, our first one, and then sometime in the second quarter, maybe in April, we're going to have our second one, and we're going to go from there. And I foresee a day to where there's going to be 1,000 of us all getting together, just celebrating our success. And man, how fun would that be?
Oh,
Everybody gets together and just that would be epic.
that would be, especially if it was $100, then it would be really epic.
Look, I was talking to my buddy Pooch today. I think that it's going to be 10, north of 10 by the end of the year, or the end of this year. And then I think that it's like, as Max says, when these things start to go, $10, it's really not that much of a trudge to go to 20. It's really kind of, the next benchmark is more like 50 or 100. And once you blow through 100, then you're talking about 1,000, and it's that kind of trajectory. And so it's just kind of like, so good to be in early right now, guys. We are so early. I mean, just fantasize a little bit about $1,000 epic. To me, it's not a fantasy. To me, I think it's going to happen. I mean, I think it's going to happen within I don't know, 3 years.
Not financial advice.
Not financial. I cover my butt all the time in my show description. The very last link is a link to my video that I put at the end of my videos that I upload, like my walk today, where I look like Mr. Bling, with my sunglasses, and talk about my 43 lawyers. But this is not investment advice.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't know shit.
There you go.
that is true. So, all right. Well, look, anything else on your mind before we wrap things up? I really enjoyed the chat, and you're an awesome family.
Yeah. It's a great family. You have a great family too. Although I only met you and Alexandria so far.
Yeah.
Do you know, like offhand, what the off ramp is going to be for Epic? Like, are they doing like a credit card type thing? Or
Yeah, we are working. We're going to work with. I don't know if you've seen Max's. I've seen him a couple of different places in some of his articles. The Epicurean card, and it is there's the CEO of unbanked.com. Just an awesome company. So we're going to be able to ultimately you'll be able to have a credit card that's associated with your Epic Cash, and yeah, that'll happen. Well, we got to get V3 finally, Todd Lewis approved, and then once that happens, then the wallet goes into starts being. It's already created. It just needs to be incorporated. V3 needs to be incorporated into it. And so I think that is going to happen by the end of Q1. Thought it would be sooner, but I think, it's safe to say by the end of Q1. And then that's when all of the exciting things associated with Max's, supercomputer brain vision start going into effect. But yes, a credit card a debit card, if you will be associated with it.
Have you ever purchased any of that EIOU?
I have. I mean, that's to me, when you see it, when you see people selling it for like 19 cents and it's going to go to $1, to me, that's just kind of like a no-brainer.
Where are you getting it for like 19? I have like bids in at like 22, and I don't think they filled yet.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was when I first became aware of it, and
right.
Max was saying, smart people like you might want to go buy some on sale EIOU. So
it might even still be a bargain at the 34 cents. I guess they're asking for.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because it's going to $1.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, it's not if, it's when, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of like a pretty good unkept secret. Wait, is that right?
Oh, wait a minute.
Best kept secret. Yeah. Everybody out there, you didn't listen to the last 2 minutes. Captain has to excuse himself. He needs dinner's ready, right, Captain?
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So, but boy, it's going to be exciting, and it was a nice surprise from Max that there's going to be the ECK snapshot. So it's going to be a twin snapshot on the 25th, and I still need to wrap my brain around that. And I'm sure he'll unpack it further, but I'm just not quite getting it, even though I've listened to him talk about it a few times. But that's where Captain Byeee comes in. Captain, go write another article. Can you explain ECK to me? Thank you in advance. But
put it in kindergarten terms.
Say again.
Put it in kindergarten terms.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's good at that. He speaks kindergarten.
Right.
Really, really well. So yeah, with Epic Cash, what is the big three? Timing, tech, and team. Mike Momola says timing's right, just right for all of us. The tech is perfect, and team includes people like the good captain here. And so thank you for being part of the team. And I really appreciate having you on the show, and your wife and your daughter. What a great family you guys have. And I think there'll be a point in time to where maybe you, Becky, Alex, and I can get on a Zoom chat and talk about father-daughter stuff. That would be fun.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Captain. Well, thank you.
To come around?
What's that?
Is Alex starting to come around for that?
Oh, yeah. She just she's been so darn focused on those coins, and what people don't realize is they're so intricate, and she has been frustrated with her templates, because she'll get them perfect. And then that's when she can start banging out the glass, and becoming efficient. And then if one little part is just off a little bit, it like throws the whole coin off. So she called me 2 nights ago, just celebrating. She was in the best mood that I've ever heard her in. And because she finally nailed the template that she could just, so, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have her on certainly when, not this coming weekend, but probably the weekend after that. So in 2 weeks, yeah, have her come on, and thank you for buying. I know that your family bought a couple coins, so thank you. I think you have 3, right?
Yeah, me, my wife, and 2 daughters. Oh, yeah, I bought 3. Yeah, thanks to you. You got a free one from you.
That's my offer. It still stands. Someone buys 2 of them, I'll buy your 3rd for you, and you can do with it or give it to whoever you want. That's a way that I'm, we can't help it, right, Captain? We dads can't help it. We find ways to support our daughters. Period. End of story.
Yep.
So good. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. We're at an hour, and people seem to like keeping them to that. And so I think I'm going to go watch me some Monday Night Football. How about you?
I'm going definitely, but one last word.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.